Hey, hey. Happy Thursday. Again, I thought it was Friday. I'm so heartbroken. So heartbroken. Seriously, I thought it was Friday. Long weekend, Labor Day weekend. Company I work for is, well, we have all of the government connected, so we have all the holidays off. Good evening, everyone. Welcome. All right. So first, let me lower the music. Second, let's talk about this Powerball pool. It's $10 a person, no more than that. If you send more than that, the rest will be kept as a tip or a donation, whatever you want to call it. This is not a thing where you can buy more than the $10. We're keeping it at $10, and that'll buy us for each $10. We'll get 5 tickets. They're $2 a piece. Excuse me. And the Cash App for that is right there. Maybe I should put it on its own separate. And please, only Cash App. There you go. In fact, I'll make it easier, make it cleaner. Hang on. There you go. That is the Cash App, $ for the pool. I want to keep everything separate. Don't want commingling of the waffle or past, present, future. And from now on, this will be the lottery pool Cash App. Good evening, everyone. So, okay, and in case you didn't know or don't remember or whatever, or didn't see the post, I'm making 2 records of everything. Cash App is going to be the receipt for all the monies received. You can see where we're at right now. There you go. And then I'm also keeping track on paper, names, that kind of thing. And we just got some more in, so let me update this real quick. So remember, hold on. Dang. It's possible by, let's see, the drawing is on Saturday night. This thing could reach $1 billion by Saturday. If not, very close to it, real close to it. Give me a second. All right. Okay, we got more. Everybody wants to play. That's cool. It's fun. It's fun. Here, cat. And I wanted to do this earlier in the week, but I wanted the pot to hopefully get bigger, My cat was literally knocking on my door to let her in here. All righty. Got a few things to discuss too while we're at it. Right, Kitty? He said yes. In case you don't know how it's going to work, pretty basic. $10. $10. One per person. $10, and that's it. Anything extra you send will be considered a donation or a tip or whatever you want to call it. So $10 per person is cool. Okay. Hopefully we'll have a couple $100 in tickets. I'm going to buy them at two different spots. There's a I think it's an Exxon at the corner of Expressway, Frontage Road, and Alton Glore. That's the winningest lottery gas station location here in Brownsville. And then the other half, we'll do it somewhere else. I'll just pick a random spot. Or if somebody wants to suggest something, that's okay too. And they're going to be all quick pick. And I will take pictures of all the tickets. If somebody wants a picture of all of them, got no problem with that. You just have to tell me your email or where to text them to so I can send them to you. So no problem with that. And then if we win, let's see. Let's say we got 20 people. We will split that up 20 ways. We got 40 people, we'll split it up 40 ways. Just equally split it up. That's why I don't want anybody putting up extra thinking they'll get a bigger share. because I don't. That's not going to happen. It's still going to be. If you send more money, you're still only going to get $10 per person. Counted as one. All right, got a few more going over here. And then we got to talk about, if there is like a small winning or something. I don't know. Last time it wasn't much, I'll be honest. I was very surprised with the amount of money the amount of tickets that we bought. That was only like $17. So we put that in towards the rollover. Because it did roll over. All right. So, like I said, whatever the winnings are, we just split it amongst those who contributed, only to those who contributed. What you guys want to do with your cut, that's your business, obviously. All right, we got some more. Let's see. And in a little bit, I'll let you know. I will let you know where we're at. What am I doing? There we go. All right. Yep, I got yours, Mariana. Thank you. Yeah, I will accept. We will, if you want to keep, or if you know people and you want to keep sharing, let people know that's cool. I'm gonna stop accepting money Saturday around noontime. I think noon Saturday is the cutoff. That way I can calmly go buy the tickets, a couple of different spots, come back here to the studio, and I'll take pictures of everything. The drawing, I believe the drawing is at like 10 o'clock at night on Saturday night. So, oh, got another one. So, Saturday at noon is the cutoff. Noon Central. All right, silent viewer. We have a silent viewer. I got yours here. Thank you. All right, got another one. Okay, so perfect. Yep, Janice, you're covered. You are covered. Yeah, Saturday at noon Central Time cutoff. So I was thinking about it, and I think the cutoff is like the cutoff to buy the tickets. I think it's like 7 o'clock. Could be 8 o'clock. And I just want to wait till the last minute. Don't want to do it running around at the last minute, so I want to do it early. Lola, what up? All right, we got some more here. We got some more. Let's see. Hey, Nancy, how are you? Everyone, thank you for joining in. So the other little bit of... Hey, Beth. News was that little Miss Thang had court today. And I may or may not have an update. And the update is that I can't say just yet. There needs to be confirmation of something first. I'm not just gonna, like they say, talk out of my ass. So I have to wait for confirmation before anything. And I got to leave it at that. I know it's going to be it's a teaser. Sorry, but I have to leave it at that. All right, we are currently at $150. $150 worth of tickets. Yeah, I can't responsibly. I cannot say. Did she go to jail? I'm gonna say no. I don't think so. She's been posting stuff pretty much all afternoon, so I doubt that happened. But it's just some other stuff that I can't say. I can't say just yet. Although we are seeking confirmation, and if something comes up while we're live, that's a different story. All right, what do we got? Oh, okay. Don't forget, please remember, it's a different Cash App for this. It's right here. It's for the pool. $ for the pool. I saw somebody sent it to my other Cash App, and I'll just bring it over. So let me do that right now. Oops. All right. So something else I wanted to ask. Hold on. All right. Let's say something nice happens and we win this thing. It's a lot of money. Can we agree on, because the question is going to come up, do we want to take cash lump sum or do you want the annual payments? Remember, if we do the annual payments, we get all the money except for paying our own taxes on it. If we take the lump sum, they tax it before giving it to us, and then they tax it again. So I think out of let's say it's $1 billion. If we do the cash lump sum, I think it's about 350, something like that. All right. Luke wants to know, or you want to know? Are you Luke? You want to know the truth? I said it before. Whether you people listen or don't listen or don't tune in, whatever, that's not my problem. But if you must know, I'm just tired of it. Uh, I'm not a fan of posting about somebody's child, little child, saying that they have HIV because of somebody else. You get it? Do you get that? I think that's a shitty thing to do. I don't agree with it. I'm just done. I don't want to be associated with that. A lot of this has gotten way out of control. So that's why. And then a couple of weeks ago, a regular viewer on my program on my page, he called her a retard. Just no. All right. I'm just done. Yeah, already. But putting a photo of a child and then saying the child has got HIV, come on, man. That's just that's it's just fucking disgusting. And Venny, whatever your name is, whoever you are, you don't like it. As I've been saying lately, tough titty. That's how I feel. That's my page. If you don't like it, that's too bad. Then you could tell him if you're not Luke. This is you know how they say it's not personal, it's just business. I choose not to do business with somebody like that. And you take that where you want to take that. It's up to you. I don't need to justify myself, but I suppose somebody wanted some clarification. And that's it. I don't want to deal with that no more. I am done. I don't. There's a lot of things that have gotten way out of control and have gone too far. That's why things are the way they are right now. People calling the police, people taking each other to court. It's like, and since we're on that topic, I don't like where this has gone. I've said this before. Get the fuck out of here. I said that before. I don't like where it shouldn't just, I was looking at indictments, talking to people the last few days, and I want to say something that some people are not going to like. And this isn't about taking sides. This is about fairness, all right? And just about fairness. So I already know overnight and tomorrow, ooh, man, he said this. Now he's on that side. Oh, he said this and he feels that way. He's team whatever. I'm like, say what you want. I know where my heart is and my mind is at. And I'm just giving my opinion. This is the matter regarding Ophelia and her sister Angie and this woman named Sylvia, which is Roy's sister. Roy. Yeah, that Roy. Oh, hang on, let me hold that thought. I just want to update the pool. Okay. Got another one. Let's see. Another one. Got some text messages too. Hang on. You know, that's a very ignorant statement. You want to go there? So that means you have no backbone. Actually, what I said actually gives me quite the backbone, but I don't know how you think. And you align yourself with a Chiefs Key supporter. Me aligning myself with a Chiefs Key supporter? Seriously? Have you watched my programs before? So there's like two ignorant comments in the same sentence. That's what you call a double negative. Although Vanessa might disagree because there may not be an actual double negative, but I'll call it a double negative. So say what you want, think what you want. I don't give a fuck. I honestly don't care. I know that putting a picture up of a child and saying they have HIV, that's a pretty low-life piece of shit thing to do. Whoever you are, even you gotta know this. Don't tell me you don't know that. Come on, Lupe, you know it. You know it. I got time for that crap. And if you don't like it, too bad. You usually get up and walk away is what you do. If you're mad about a photo about a child of a person that supports Chiefs Keys, that means you're defending her. One, that doesn't mean I'm defending her. I've never met her. I don't know her personally. But that doesn't matter. I know it's a shitty thing to do. To put a picture of a little kid who's got nothing to do with nothing. And use your own profile. I know it's you, man. Seriously, bro. Seriously. You want to go there with that? Seriously? Dang, I keep hearing about this Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. Like, I got nothing against Taylor Swift per se. I don't like the music, but that's just a musical thing. That's a preference. That's all. But I got nothing against her. I mean, musically or even politically, I know where she leans or where, and I don't care. Everybody's got their own opinion, right? Their own feelings. So it's not about her. It's not her fault. It's more like the media. It's like, why is this news? Why does the media give this so much attention? And I mean, ultimately, I know why. It's public interest. You know, she's a superstar and all that. So, Taylor, if you're out there listening, it's not about you. You're like one of the most wealthiest entertainers on the planet ever, surpassing Michael Jackson, I'm pretty sure, I think, or pretty close, right? So she's all right. She's making money, man. She's making money. She's an entertainer, and people love her. I get it. I just don't see why that's like breaking news on all the major news networks, Fox, MSDNC, um, CNN, and everywhere else. It's breaking news. It's like, please. Hey, Ophelia, how you doing? How are you, dear? Vinny, let's ask your employer what he. Oh, his employer? Really? Interesting. It's all PR. Yeah, I know it's all PR. It's just in a Super Bowl when she went. What did the Super Bowl, or was it just a season game? It's like every 5 minutes the cameras were turning to see how she was reacting to a play. Like, yeah, and that's where I think it's a distraction to the game, to the fans, that they keep going to her as if she's some kind of a sports authority or something, you know. I would have rather had somebody else up there. With sports knowledge to give their opinion or to get their reaction or something. I don't know. Again, it's not her fault. It's the media's fault. That did come right. That was Fox. That was a Fox breaking news update. That was a couple days ago, right? 2 or 3 days ago. Yeah. Let's see what else. Cracker Barrel. Oh, you know what? I got to go back to what I was saying about Ofelia Moreno and Sylvia. So real quick, for those that don't know, there had been some back and forth between the two, and obviously they don't like each other, but it was just talk. And one Halloween, Ofelia Moreno triggered a lot of people, and she did a little display at her sister's house. It was a cauldron. They were dressed like witches, kind of, and they were making a secret potion, or what do you call it, a brew. And Sylvia and I think it was her sister, came over, and this is caught on video. They went over there to start shit, and they attacked Ofelia and Angie. Oh, they attacked Ofelia, and then Angie jumped in. And there was a scuffle, and in the scuffle, Ofelia took a chunk out of Sylvia's head. I mean, it's like she was biting an apple. You take a big bite of an apple. So it was funny, but it was not funny, but it was funny, if you know what I mean. All right, so she gets attacked, right? She defends herself and tries to, and there's a scuffle. So now she's in a legal battle with Ruby, aka Jaime. and they got their thing in court that's going to be happening. But this indictment comes over regarding that night. So it's like, why is she was the one defending herself? Yet nothing happened to Sylvia, but Ofelia Moreno was getting in trouble for it. Mind you, this was a few years ago. I think it was it 2023? Or was it 2022? Let's see, this is 25, 24. It was either 23 or 22. Yeah, it was a little show. And that's what I mean. Ofelia Moreno triggered people by saying she was casting spells on people and this and that. It was a Halloween, 2020. No, it was 2024. Would have been last year. This was before last year. I'll say 2023. I don't think it was 3 years ago, although it's possible. Anyway, I saw this thing on Netflix where a woman who was raped, sexually harassed, called in a complaint to the police, and she is the one who got arrested. 22, thank you, Ophelia. 2022. And she got arrested for calling in that she got raped. Come on. Whoever side you're on, and I'm not picking sides, believe me, but the person that did the actual attacking, the perpetrator, the aggressor, nothing? What's up with that? Oh, yeah. 2022 to be exact. Thank you. Yeah, and there are some more details to that, but overall, the person who initiated the physical contact, nothing. Yeah, she took a chunk from right here, about that big. I've seen the pictures. I have it. I'm not going to show them. Don't ask. But I don't know. I think Ophelia was hungry or something. So, and then this stuff with Hyman, and then the stuff there was a beef with San Antonio people. It's like the best thing to do. And all this is taking long in court because honestly, they don't know how to deal with this. They don't know how to deal with these cyber crimes down here in South Texas. That's the bottom line. They don't know exactly how to handle it. That's the truth. And Mariana, yes, this is true. I heard. I found out. She's more than friendly with the police department. Yeah. So the best thing that could happen, you want to know the best thing that could happen? You know what should happen or should have happened? You just dismiss all this shit. Go back on what you were doing online and put those warnings out there. Don't attack personal property. Stay away from each other. But if you want to talk about each other, why should we stop you? Just don't let it get to that next level. And leave everybody to their own devices. What happens, just let them, I don't know. It was dumb. It was just, what's just, I don't know. This is the power of, down here it's called the compadre system. And in other places, it's, it's who you know, in other words. And apparently these people know people in higher places, and that's what they're doing with this. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I think. Drop all the charges, everybody. If you got to lay down a law or something, hey, don't visit each other, don't stalk each other, don't go face to face, avoid each other. If you do, we're picking you up and game over, and everybody's getting in trouble. Just let people be, man. Let them argue it out online or whatever they're gonna do. And then about this gag order, so there's a gag order on her, but not on him. Typically, there's a gag order on the plaintiff and the defendant. Both of you, shut up. But what only on one? What's the deal with that? What the F is up with that? And if you've been listening to me for years or watching, you know how I am as far as the law and free speech and, fairness. Yeah, that's kind of the other part of it, Georgia. Don't go lurking on your enemy's pages if you can't control your own emotions when triggered. If you can't handle, first of all, if you can't handle criticism, then don't be online at all. What are you doing online? You have to expect it. Everybody. Believe it or not, even me. Yeah. Yeah, I get that. I get that. So, this person who was here a minute ago trying to intimidate me, I did get a threatening message, and it wasn't necessarily threatening me, but he mentioned he was going to go after and blast a couple of people, all because I blocked him. All right, guys, we're up to $180. $180 in lottery tickets. And I'll leave it open. It'll be open through Saturday at noon. All right, in case you missed it. Oh, I saw that. Did any of you guys watch? You guys watch live court, like court TV? Cardi B was on there, and it was so freaking funny. I might have to get some of those clips and react to them because Cardi B in person in court is Cardi B. She's not somebody else. She doesn't pretend to be somebody else. Cardi B is Cardi B, and she spoke like Cardi B does. She spoke like Cardi B, like you might expect her to speak in a courtroom. She used the F word and everything, and it was funny. It was funny. Maybe tomorrow I'll grab some of that. All right, for those joining in a little late, we are doing a Powerball pool. The jackpot is at, I think it's still 950. Right now it's at $950 million. It's possible for it to get close to $1 billion by Saturday night's drawing. It's $10 per person. That'll buy 5 tickets. Only $10, only 5 tickets per person. And we will pool it all together. And if there's a winning ticket, substantial, by that I mean millions or hundreds of thousands, we will split that up by the number of people who not donated, by the number of people who contributed. And the list, it's Cash App only, except for a couple people, but Cash App only. And I'm writing all the names down, and Cash App will be the official transcript receipt. And the Cash App is right there, $ for the pool. In case you missed it, the more the merrier. It'd be nice to win some chunk of money. Punky, what up? I'm not monetizing. Hola. Michael Knight, what up, my man? What up, KK? Squeezy, ¿qué pasa? Hey, Catherine. I mean, don't have to act like adults necessarily. It's okay to be a little immature when you're going back and forth and insulting each other. But just keep it at that, man. Just keep it at that. And I'm not a fan of police callers. I mean, I don't know. I know that you think maybe that can curb some of this stuff. But and then I don't know. I mean, you got these people who will do things like, and I know it's already crossed the line a long time ago. But you're talking about you know what? If you got a beef with somebody, the one person, just keep it to that one person. And if this beef isn't with you, like I can stand on the sidelines and I can give my opinion. But I'm not going to insert myself into the fight because it's none of my business. And there's nothing wrong with me, you know, like in sports, the color man. What's going on? Giving his opinion. Yep. See, that's what's happening. And even then, I'm not heavily into that. But that's where I stand. But if it's got nothing to do with you, other than you don't like people, then don't insert yourself into or try to insert yourself into the middle of somebody else's battle. Sas. That's funny. Do you guys know? Do you guys know what IDGAF stands for? Really? Or does anyone not know what that means? Do you know what IDGAF means? My cat just comes here and throws herself on the floor right next to me. I can't move the chair. Like if I want to shuffle around, I can because I might run her over. All right, I may have something to show you right now. Downloads, hang on. Yes. Exactly right, KK. Oh, okay. All right, we're at $190 right now. I really don't. And there have been people that have tried to sway me or buy me, you know, like do nice things and um, gifts or money in different ways, trying to get me to either get information from me or to sway a certain way. But hey, Angelina. Is it Angelina? And yeah, I've had, things thrown at me. This was a few years ago. And I don't know, down here it's easy. It's easy to throw money at somebody to get to sway them to change their mind, right? But I'm not from here. I'm from Chicago, born and raised. There's a lot of Polish people in Chicago. I always joke about this with my friends. A lot of Polish people in Chicago. And I said, and I was raised around them, and I worked for them, and they worked for me. So I consider myself part Polak. And you know what that means? I can't be bought. You don't have enough money to get that from me. The amount of money for that doesn't exist. And I'm not going to betray people's trust. Fausto, what up? LA as in Los Angeles or LA as in Louisiana? The heck? So I don't take well to threats. So for those of you who didn't figure it out or haven't figured it out yet, I did block somebody. He was a viewer for a few years, but the rumor had it that he was behind a few of these. Now, these are what I would call hate pages. And there were a few of them. And they kept getting somehow lost them or shut down or whatever. Because there was a version 2, then a version 3, a version 4, version 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And give me a second. Give me 1 second. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Silent viewer. Hi there. Do you think Ophelia needs to do jail time for all the things she's done to people, not just the victim on record? You know, I don't know. I don't know. Some of these things have gone way too far, and I think once they crossed a certain line, law enforcement should have stepped in and put a halt to that somehow. But you know what? Someone calling the police every day, and I don't mean her, somebody else we know, calling the police every day. Come and drive around my house, please, every night. Come and drive around my house, please. Patrol my house every night. And for everything, call the police, go to the police station, call the police. I think that kind of just, they didn't want to deal with it. You know what I mean? And I think that was a big mistake. Jail time, yeah. If you're talking about just like online harassment, especially if people are going, doing the old yo mama thing where they're, back and forth, I don't think there should be jail time. No, I don't. I think they should be dealt with in a different way. And I think it should have been dealt with a long time ago. Because now we're in this predicament. Hey, Nancy. Now, once you get into property damage, vandalism, defacing, headstone or things at a cemetery, people's cars, that's way crossing the line, and that should be treated just like any other kind of vandalism. Arrest, jail, pay restitution, just like anybody else would. Why there wasn't, I don't know. And I'm not saying she's the one who did that. It's just it's too late to think should somebody have gone to jail. I think somebody should have. Man, I'll be perfectly honest. I don't think it should be her. And I'm talking about like vandalism and things like that. That's what I'm talking about. But arrest people and jail them because they can't handle the words. And that's true too, Georgia. That I'm aware of. Could it? Maybe she did something. I don't know. Maybe she did. I would hope not, but if they did, then yeah. If you take it to that level. And that's anybody though. If I vandalize somebody's car or property or headstone or something, I know I'm going to go to jail. Or I could go to jail. Or I should go to jail. And I think some other people have, privilege of people in the family who can help them. And I think sometimes they feel empowered and they'll take it a step further knowing they're going to be a little bit protected or some protected. And that's, yeah, it's all bad news. Never should have got to this. If I had any power now, I'm like, you know what? Drop it all. Go back and do what you're doing. Don't fucking touch each other and look at each other and damage each other's property. See you later. That's just me. So, a little friend who used to come and visit the show all the time, because he did post a picture of, well, it was Kathy from Tea with Cat and Friends. See, and again, and I know this is going to stir up a lot of whatever for some people too. And and it's always been that problem. If you say something for one side, the other side comes and says, "Oh, he's on their side now." You say something over here, then the other side is, "Oh, he's on their side now." That's got nothing to do with it. Not about sides. It's about, he posted a picture of Kathy with her little daughter, and the caption was, the word is she's got AIDS. She's got HIV when she went to visit Jaime. Who knows what the hell he was insinuating there? But why do you put a picture of a child and say they have HIV? So yeah, I don't want to deal with that kind of person. So I blocked him. Tried to block him everywhere, and then pages kept popping up. And then I got this message. Why am I blocked? I'm going to blast John and Cindy again. Fuck them. Just for blocking me. Don't contact me to take anything down again. Yeah, I got that. So, and what he means by don't ask me to take something down again was that he was going hard, heavily after Cindy. Cindy Young. Cindy Young. And for the life of me, I couldn't think of, why is he going after Cindy? She's the softest, nicest person ever. What the fuck? And I mean, she was really down about it. She was depressed. He kept going after her and posting stuff about her. And yeah, I had to tell her, don't listen to that. Don't pay attention to that stuff. And it's like, come on, you know what? When he posts something on those pages, 3 people go and look, okay? It's not like there's a big audience over there. But she was upset, emotionally upset. So I contacted him. You know what? Cindy's my friend. We've had deep discussions for a long time. Lay off. Why are you so on her ass? And then he tells me it's because she would sometimes, in the past, she has sent Cash App to Jaime. I'm just going to get this out right now. And it's not a secret, I don't think. If it is, I'm sorry, but I got to get this out. He was mad because she would sometimes help him out with Cash App, or whatever it is. Who knows how much? None of my business. but he is a very huge homophobe, anti-LGBTQ, and doesn't hide it. I mean, publicly, like overboard. Overboard. You start to think, So, and I told him, what business is it of yours if she gives him money? That's her money. That's between her and him. I said, why do you give a fuck what she does with her money? That's her business. If she wants to, if other people want to, whoever wants to give Cash App, let them give Cash App. Hopefully they're not going to get scammed. But you know what? For some people, you already know who they are. You know how they are. And if you still want to give, or people still want to give, then let them. It's their money. Who am I to tell somebody, oh, don't give so-and-so Cash App? I hate that shit. That's why I sent that. Remember I did the Cash App police thing the other day? Because there was a story here in the Valley of a elderly couple that looks like it was a suicide. They were both in their car. Carbon monoxide. They were in the garage in their car. The car was running at the time. It looks like they died of suicide, carbon monoxide poisoning. And that in Mercedes, Texas, by the way. So, like the next day, someone from Mercedes came out and said, don't Cash App those people. Don't Cash App those people. They don't need it. You don't have to send it. Don't do it. Don't Cash App it. And I was like, who the fuck are you to tell somebody not to do something? Sometimes people just want to do what they want to do, whether they need it or not. Sometimes all you can do is, hey, you know what? Here's $20. I'm so sorry. Sorry for your loss to the family. It's sad that they were so depressed or sad or something happened. But whatever, some people just, they want to give. They want to give emotional support, but they don't know people personally. They're not in the area, so they just contribute some money, a little bit or whatever. It doesn't matter. Whatever it is, it's their business. But I got sick of it. Like, what? People telling people not to send Cash App or whatever. That's not your money. Let them do whatever they're going to do. And if some people are going to ask for it and put it up all the time, their Cash App up, then they're going to put their Cash App up. Let them, so what? Because somebody puts their Cash App up, it doesn't mean you all have to contribute, I remember seeing that one time. Oh, hey, there's 50 people in here. Hey, if everybody gives $1, then that'll be great. Like, because somebody puts their Cash App up, it doesn't mean you have to give. If you don't want to, you don't want to. If you want to, if you're blessed enough where you can part with some whatever you want to do, or you want to be nice and buy somebody a meal or a drink or a breakfast or whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what's for. That's not for any of us to say to anybody, don't send so-and-so Cash App. It's not my money, it's your money. That's pretty funny. So, I wish people would get over the Cash App thing already. Just get over it. Just get over it. Everybody's complaining about everything, man. And I'm complaining about people complaining. How do you like them apples? Jeez. Yeah, that was a real shitty. You guys see what happened at the church yesterday morning? I'm not talking about you being bothered about Cash App. It's about somebody else and other people. So, man, it's like a. Give me just a moment. All right. Yeah. So, did you guys heard about that shooting yesterday in Minneapolis? And I saw. Have you guys seen, by any chance, the video, the live or Facebook? I think that's the one they're calling the manifesto of him. This was the day before the shooting. He's recording himself and he's showing all of his guns and weapons and uh, all these guns have names on them or words or phrases on them, and he's talking about that he didn't ask to be born or he didn't ask to be here, and he was an angry dude. Angry kid. And then later it comes out that, yeah, he was identifying. He was, I don't know if he identified as trans, but he identified as female, I think. He was confused. He was a confused guy. But I think I heard this afternoon, he shot over 116 rounds into the church. And his intention was to throw that smoke bomb. I don't know if you heard about it or not. He had a smoke bomb, and he was going to throw it in there so he can go in and, nobody could find their way out, and then he could shoot and kill more people. That was his intention. So 2 kids died, 8 and 10, 8 years old, 10 years old. I believe 2 parishioners, senior citizens, they were shot as well. They survived. And I think it's 15 or 17 additional people that were shot and survived. I don't know, and it got me thinking. Every time I hear about this, I thinking about, you know, down here between these pages, the word hate gets thrown around a lot, and I think it really cheapens the word for what it is. Now you look at that kid. Now that dude's got a lot of hate in his heart, but I don't know why. I mean, so young, and I started thinking about, where do people get this hate from? Like, why do you hate people? Why do you hate a whole race? I mean, I want to talk to somebody who's racist so I can ask them, what the hell's wrong with you? Why do you hate a certain people, or why do you hate blacks? Why do you hate Jews? Why do you hate Spanish people? Whatever, whoever, against hate, whatever. Why? And I want to ask all these people that so-called hate Jewish people. It's like, why do you hate them? Why? What is it about that Jewish guy right there? Why do you hate him? Do you know him personally? I mean, explain it to me. There's a lot of people that I could hate. That I could hate, but I don't. And I know she loves to say it, but I don't hate Vanessa. I don't know her personally. I don't wish ill will on her at all. But like anybody else, if you did commit a crime, you know what? At some point, you got to pay up. You're going to have to pay up at some point. But that doesn't mean I wish ill will on you. I just don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand hate. I mean, if somebody did something to you or to your family or something, I mean, look at the Holocaust. Over 5 million Jews exterminated. If anybody should hate, those people should be hating on somebody. The Jews should be hating on people, but do they? Generally, no. But the ones that do, it's just the few. Like any race, you've got, people that are prejudiced against you for whatever reason, or they hate. But if there's anybody out there who's racist or you hate people, it's like, why? Why? What did someone do to you? And if someone did that to you, it doesn't mean the whole race is like that. I mean, you need to get over your shit and just, this is stupid crap. And yeah, social media made it worse. Why? Because people can hide behind their little keyboard. They can hide behind their computer. And they can say what they want to say, and just all this kind of hate or whatever's on their mind can come out, and they don't have to be ashamed because it's anonymous. It's virtually anonymous. Fake profiles. A lot of people do fake profiles. We know that. Yeah, he had been planning that. And he wrote this long letter to his parents. And when you read the letter, it sounds like a sweet kid, loves his parents. But if you listen and read that letter, you can tell he's just he just wrote that for their benefit, so they wouldn't think bad of him. So while he's saying all those nice things to his parents, you know, he's got the phrase on his machine gun that says, what did it say? 5 million was not enough, referring to the Jews in the Holocaust. Yeah, real stupid crap. And it's like, I wish I can go up to him and go, what the fuck is your problem? What is your deal? And part of it, his head was messed up because of trans thing. He wasn't sure. Something was going on in his head. And you got to know at some point, people putting thoughts in his head. And then somehow the connection with the church, he had some kind of hate for them too. So somebody from that side was probably trying to maybe clear his head and gave him some opposite input than from what the trans community was giving him or something, confusing him perhaps. I'm just speculating. But that's what I was going to say, Isabel. Hi, Isabel. He definitely got radicalized. Definitely. In a short time. You know, but he's a young kid. Young people are very impressionable. And, you know, it would have been good if he was alive to question him. See what's in that head of his. And I hate to say it, but sometimes, you know what? If he's that troubled, maybe he did everybody a favor, you know. And I hate to say that shit, but having said that, it could have been a lot worse. A lot of people could have been killed. Possibly, you know, 19 or 20 should have been dead. And there were even kids that were covering other kids, trying to protect them, and they ended up getting shot. The stories I heard was brutal what happened inside that church. And they're there sitting in the pews and they're praying. That's what they were doing. They were praying before the school season started. So, but yeah, he had a plan. And I just don't get it. I mean, I'm so tired of. And you know what? And you know this is true. You've seen it all over TV. And this is nothing against the WAP people. WAP people in here, and I'm nothing against you guys. But there are these activists that take on a cause. For example, the Washington Redskins. Remember? Oh, the Redskins, that logo is so offensive. Oh my God, take it down. And they took it down. Right? Remember that? The Washington Redskins logo, the Indian, the chief. So when they took the logo off, the Indian culture comes forward and says, that's not offensive to us. It's an honor to have one of ours on the helmet of a sport that gets viewed by millions of people, you know, every week for a season. And everybody was like, what? Squeezy, the Cleveland Indians. Aunt Jemima. Uncle Tom. What's the Quaker, not Quaker Oats, but it was like an oatmeal or something with another black guy with a chef's hat. I don't know what that guy's name is. I can't remember. The Indian from Land O'Lakes, the Native American girl on Land O'Lakes. But who's not gone? Who's not gone? Colonel Sanders, Wendy's, the Cracker Barrel. They tried to get rid of him just the other day. But Colonel Sanders, Wendy, the girl from Wendy's restaurant, the little girl with the pigtails and the red hair. Oh, but get all the blacks off of all the products. What's up with that? What is up with that? So if it was the Native Americans coming out saying, we find that very offensive, we would like for you to remove it. Different story. Different story. But you've got these activists, and they're not all white. I'll just say just activists. But they're not native. And they're coming over and they're protesting everything. And it's like, you know what? Go away. Nobody, this is not offensive to anybody. Go away. But somehow they always end up on a bus and they always end up at some cause. Even here in Brownsville, they took down statues. Remember during COVID, they were taking down statues of everybody, past presidents and generals and whatever. Yeah, but like who really? Yeah, but it's not the people who you would think maybe want to erase history, if anybody does. I mean, you can't take down a statue. It doesn't mean something didn't happen. You know, take a book out of the library doesn't mean it didn't happen. But that woke culture is not doing well. It really isn't. Talk about alligator Alcatraz. What about alligator Alcatraz? I think we needed a detention center somewhere. They offered it up. Florida, the governor of Florida offered it up. If you think that's like has anything to do with Hitler, then you need a history lesson, my friend. You need a history lesson. Oh, speaking, okay, Salinas. What do you guys think about? You've seen the male cheerleaders that they're going to be, some teams have hired. Have you seen this? I know you have. If you haven't, let me know. But have you seen the male cheerleaders and they aren't just the guys, you know, there are some male cheerleaders, but they don't do the dances like the girls do. They're just like in the corner where they got the horn or the flag and they're just cheering people on. No, now they got the cheerleaders who move and do all these female gyrations and stuff, but it's a skinny white dude who's obviously very feminine. How does that sit with you guys? How does that sit with you? I don't know. Personally, I'm not a fan with. I'm not a fan of scantily clad cheerleaders at a football game. Maybe there was a reason or a time for it, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan of that. And then so watching this male cheerleader move like he was a woman, like, and why? You know why? To be inclusive. Come on, get with the program. Is it a surprise that it's the Minnesota Vikings? Nope. If you haven't seen it, let me see if I can find a video of it. Let me see. Oh boy. Yeah, I found it. You ready? I'm going to show you this. You ready? I can show you this. Are you ready? Yep. So I don't know what you guys think about that. Do you care? I mean, I don't like it all in the first place, but I don't know. I'm not a fan. I just say it. We're talking about the border. I don't know. I don't know who would. The guy's very feminine, obviously, right? So is he? Yeah, I don't even care. I don't. It's like the girls, the ladies, who are they trying to attract? The guys to watch the football game, guys to go to the game to watch the cheerleaders. But I got news for you. Dudes don't spend $200 and $300 for a ticket to watch cheerleaders. If they're spending $200 or $300 for a ticket, it's to watch the football game. So yeah, I don't know what the purpose of it is. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I don't. Yeah, quick squeeze. I don't hate either. It's just. Hey Pam, welcome. Yeah, Jay, I get it. It doesn't necessarily bother me because I don't. Most of the people who are watching a football game on TV, the majority, just millions of people watch on TV, hardly ever see the cheerleaders. Once in a while in the end zone, where after a touchdown score, you might catch a little bit of them as the camera pans, or as they break to a commercial or come back from a commercial. Maybe you'll see some pom-pom waving or whatever. But yeah, I guess I don't care. I don't care. Whatever. There are more serious things on this planet to be contemplating. Yeah, I get it, Nancy. Just I'm not. The act itself maybe is not what bothers me, but it's what's behind it. Like why? Why? That's what I want to know. Why? And as far as the border, my opinion has always been, if you are illegal, then you're not supposed to be here. That's it. And if you're not supposed to be here, and most of those who are here illegally, they know they're here illegally. They know that the risk of being here illegally is that you can get picked up at any chance. At any time, you can get picked up. Traffic stop, domestic dispute, whatever. Something happens, check your ID. Oh, you're not supposed to be here. Anybody who comes in illegally knows that's the risk. They know it. We don't have to tell them that. They know it. That's why they're kind of low key, trying to stay low key, not to attract attention, because they know. And those activists or whatever trying to tell you that they're not criminals. So like the mere fact that they're in here, that makes them a criminal. That's the hard truth. It is. What do you want? And then, so what's the harm? And you got a few, 15 million, give or take, over the last few years. That's not a few. That's a lot. It's a drain on the school system because they get to go to school. It's a drain on the healthcare system. It is a drain on the healthcare system. Look at what happened with that freaking truck driver. Dude doesn't even understand. He can't hold a conversation in English unless you talk to him like a child. Illegal. Should he have had a driver's license? Should he? Should he have had a driver's license? You guys know the story, right? He made a U-turn on the interstate. 2 lanes going west, 2 lanes going east. Or even if it was north and south, whatever. 2 lanes in one direction, 2 lanes in the other. Dude from the outside lane took a left turn and tried to go in between those little openings for police vehicles only. Lady with 2 kids in the right lane, in the left lane, on the inside lane, either didn't see it, wasn't paying attention, but she hit the truck at full speed. They died. Everybody in the car died. CDL issued in California. Correct. That driver's license should not have been issued at all. Guess what? That guy doesn't have a driver's license. Those people are still alive. That family is still alive. And this was not his first violation, his first offense, his first incident. He tried to cross a bridge that was clearly not strong enough for his truck. But because he didn't read the signs and couldn't do the math, he gets on the bridge collapses. Yeah, it was a little bridge. His truck had no business being on that bridge. What happens? Doesn't understand the rules, the laws. I'm telling you, and when I say they come from a place, that's not being racist. But they come from a place where anybody can drive anything, anywhere, and accidents happen left and right. People die all the time, and nobody's upset. You could see the expression on his face when he saw the car underneath his truck. Didn't faze him a bit. You know, where they come from is like the Wild West. Anybody can do whatever. And this is what I talked about before. If you're going to come to this country, you got to assimilate and you have to learn the rules. I think they have to go deeper, more specific. Not just, learn the Constitution. Okay, you're good. No. It should be a whole process. You got to learn English, first of all. Second, the rules of the road. This is the etiquette normally. I know nobody follows. A lot of people drive like freaking idiots. But you can't do this. You can't do these things. No, not in this country. Yes, you have to spell it out like that for them. You have to. Otherwise, they're not going to understand. You got to tell them you cannot make a U-turn on an interstate where people are going 70 miles an hour. That never should have happened. Never should have happened. But thanks to Gavin Newsome, because of him, they allowed it. And now 3 people are dead. And who knows how many others in different incidents all over that don't even get reported. Yeah, there is minor information that I have about Vanessa's court date, but I'm told not to say anything yet. So, and I have to respect that, and just gonna check real quick. Hey, Micah, how you doing, man? Micah, I'm going to get in touch with you just over the weekend into next week. Maybe you can come on the program. Let's talk about health. You okay with that? Micah, if you're still here, let me know. Let me know. Let's get in touch. I've had Micah on the Mic Inspiration. He's been on before. I had him on once before. Motivational speaker. Um, cool dude. Makes you just a lot of good vibes right there. Yes. Okay. Awesome. Excellent. I'll get in touch with you over the weekend. Let's set something up for next week. So, guys, look for that. I'll have Micah on next week. I'll let you know what date. Um, good guy. Real good guy. Good for the soul. Trust me. All right, my friend. I'll get in touch. Definitely. I know, Christine. I just can't. I don't want to, but I can't. I can't. Nope, nothing yet. Something has to happen before I can. All right. So I'm trying to figure out a way how to spill a little bit without spilling a little bit. Let's see. So, okay. Okay. I'm going to go with this. She had court. That was my bullshit kid. Um, yeah, it was a hearing today. It was court. Someone might have said her car never left her house all day. She lives in Willacy County. Court was in Hidalgo County. So, and today was a hearing to set, presumably, to set a court date for her case, which is a violation of a protective order. That's what it was for. Now, in that motion for hearing for this morning, it profusely and specifically said, do not reset. It was in capital letters. Do not reset. In other words, don't delay this again. Set up a date and let's take this to trial. That's what that meant. Looks like somebody was irritated that it kept getting. This thing was delayed. Oh my God, how many times? Remember I read it last week? How many different times it got set, delayed into a different date? Well, I found out everything I read you there, that was only part of it. It was like another possibly up to a dozen more times, making it over 30 times that this thing was reset. And I hope finally somebody said, you know what? Enough. No more delays. This thing's going to trial. Well, it was a violation of a protective order. It was no contact, and she made contact. Yeah, she made contact when there was supposed to be no contact. Okay, we got another contributor to the Powerball pool. All right. And for those of you who came in a little late, don't know what's going on, we're doing a Powerball Lotto pool. If you want to pitch in, the Cash App is $ for the pool. And as of right now, the Powerball stands at $950 million. It could potentially make it to $1 billion by Saturday, but it may not make it that high. And if you want to contribute, it's just a one-shot deal, $10, and that buys us 5 tickets, $2 each ticket, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, right? So if you want to jump in on that pool, the more the merrier. This is your Cash App for that. And I'll be accepting until Saturday at noon, Central Time. And the way it's going to work, like it does for most pools, if there's 20 people who contributed and we win some kind of jackpot, it'll get split 20 different ways. I will be contributing $10 myself. So mine's not a freebie. I can pitch in as well. And right now we've got 19 people. We got $190 in there right now. And I'm going to buy them from a couple different locations, split it up, and wish for the best. Yeah, so since most likely, I think the general consensus between us all is that we accept the cash lump sum, right? So the way it'll work is after they strip all the taxes, whatever lump sum we get, that's what we split up. And then each one will pay his own personal taxes with your state or however that works. I don't know. That's your problem. But once they take their portion and they said, here's your check, for $300 million, that's the amount that we'll split up. Yeah, it'll be Cash App, and this is my Cash App for the lottery pool. Right there. It's $ for the pool. FOR the pool. So Rebecca and I have been watching my dad with someone. So sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that, Rebecca. Sorry to hear Dad passed. May he rest in peace. So sorry. That's tough. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, that's you didn't watch. You were taking care of what you were supposed to be taking care of. You know, your father. You were busy with that. Don't even apologize for that. So sorry to hear that. Georgia, yes. Everything you said right there is true. That's why I don't want to speculate on certain things, even though I know something, but I just can't. I'm not gonna say anything about it yet. All right, we are at the $200 mark for tickets. Not bad. So to anybody who participated, I'm getting harassed by that page. You know what? I don't care. You know what? I don't care who runs a page or whatever. The fact that you guys, whoever did that, is a shitty thing to do. I don't like it, and I don't got to deal with it. So that's that. Make all the noise you want to, whatever. All right, it's been 2 hours, and I got to work at. I got to get up at 6 a.m. So if you know anybody else, you want them to pitch in, the more the merrier. The odds are better the more people that jump in the pool. However, to be perfectly honest, to have better odds, we'd have to have like millions of people in the pool. Then we'd have maybe some better odds. But still, I say $100, 100 tickets. 100 tickets is better than 10 tickets, right? Your chances are that much better. All right, one last thing. Jesse, it's only $10, bro. Or Jesse, male or female? I don't know. It could be a female name too, I guess. It's only 10. Fucking ants. $10. It's just one entry per person, and we do that so that somebody you can't put in 20, 30, $40 and think you're going to get more of the share. So it's just one time. I can send you the $10 back if that's okay with you. Okay, cool. So you are in. All right, Jesse, I sent you $10 back, but you are in. So again, the way it'll work, I'll be accepting contributions into the pool up until Saturday at noon, and then that's where I'll cut it off, and then I'm gonna go get the tickets. I'm gonna take pictures. If somebody wants them, you got to let me know. You got to get a hold of me on Messenger or text or something. You got to let me know so I can get pictures if you want to see the pictures of the tickets. For one, it's proof that I bought them, right? And two, just so you can see what we're dealing with if you want to follow at home for the drawing or whatever. So I will do that for you guys. Yeah. So we win. What's the first thing? How are you going to spend that money? What's the first thing you're going to do? What is the first thing you're going to do? Somebody who pitched in. If I go live and there's a message that we won, I don't know, $100,000 each or whatever. I hope it's more than that, but shoot, even if it's 10 grand, I'll be happy. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with your earnings, with your winnings? If it's the big jackpot, oh man. I'm gonna have to watch my lottery dream home to get some ideas, right? Some to charity. Yeah, that's good, Mike. Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. I know what I'm going to do. That's for sure. Charity, sure. Percentage of that for sure. Pay off your truck, pay off some debt, right? Right away, pay off some debt. Spend the money if you got some credit issues or a lot of debt, bills, credit card, wipe those out for sure. Take care of the kids, yeah. Maybe buy them a house or pay off their house, yep. You know what? I don't. It's not a curse. So there was this one guy in Illinois. He won. I want to say it was like $300 million. It was a lot of money. Single winner. And if I'm not mistaken, he's dead already. But he lost a lot of. He lost almost all of it. But see, he had vices already. He was an alcoholic. He was a drunk. People were taking advantage of him. He always walked around with a ton of money, like an idiot. And yeah, that's not going to happen. Not to me, anyway. But I'll definitely donate some to charity for sure. If it's the big jackpot, I am going to build a no-kill shelter for animals. And it's going to be as big as a Walmart. And hire people to go out and catch all these strays that are everywhere, fix them all, and let them live there as long as they want to live there. Feed them. That would make me happy. Definitely donate to Tunnel to Towers. I'm a big fan of that. I'm a big fan of taking care of our veterans and those that have been disabled because they were defending our country or serving our country. Strippers and booze, boats and hoes. Yeah, no, I know. Nah. If you want to watch a fun movie, watch Brewster's Millions. Look it up. It's got to be free somewhere. Brewster's Millions with Richard Pryor, John Candy, and I forgot that old guy's name. It's not Don Amici, is it? I don't think so. I can't remember. Anyway, Brewster's Millions. Talk about a curse. He finds out, long lost uncle, that he's got an inheritance. So he goes to the meeting where they're reading the will and this and that, and it's a video recording from the uncle who died. And he says, I can give you money right now. I think it's like $10 million. Take it and walk out with it. Or I'll give you $30 million. I'm pretty sure this is the way it goes. If you can spend $30 million in 30 days, then you'll take all of it, which is $300 million. And he's like, oh man, yeah, I can do it. And he goes, there's a catch. You can't own any property. You can donate a percentage, of course, and things like that. But when it's all over, you cannot own anything. Like you can't buy land. You can't just give somebody $5 million just to get rid of the money. You have to spend it. And if you can do that without a penny left, only the shirt on your back that you came in here with right now, you'll take the whole $300 million. That was a challenge. What do you think he did? It's a cool movie. And it's nice to think about. It's nice to dream. Kathy, what can you... Hang on. Yeah, the Cash App is $ for the pool. The way you see it right here. And it's $10. Please, no more than $10. Anything over $10, might keep it. It'll go to the tip jar. Dubai? Nah, maybe visit it. See, it all depends what kind of money it is, though. If we're talking about the jackpot, I don't even know where to start. I honestly don't. The first thing you do is go get a lawyer. Go get an attorney, a financial attorney. And don't donate money to all these causes. People will come out of the woodwork for you to donate to a cause. Don't. Donate to the typical ones that you normally would, or that you normally have in the past. Don't donate to save a iceberg from melting or anything like that. Get a corporation opened up. Most likely, if I tell you guys we won, but we're not going to make it public, everybody go get your corporation. Go get an LLC. Open that up. That's the move. That's the move. The movie is called Brewster's Millions with Richard Pryor. Early 80s flick. $1985. Richard Pryor, John Candy, Lynette McKee, Stephen Collins, that creepy dude. They got busted. Rick Moranis is in it. He's funny in it. Jerry Orbach. Yeah, it's got a nice cast. It's a good story. It's a good story. Brewster's Millions. Anyway, nicer dream. Think about it over the next couple days. Let's try to make this happen. Let's try to will it to happen. Meditate or whatever you got to do. Let's make this thing happen. Oh, Salinas, you've got to watch that movie. You would like it. It's cute. It's a nice movie, and it's even better because he's a Cubs fan. Yes, let's manifest it. Let's think positive. Let's think positive. Maybe the universe will hear us. Get a good vibration from it. All right, let me check one more time before I go. All right, let me check. Holy crap. Yeah, I just got a video about something in Kentucky. Is that tonight? All right, got another contribution here for the pool. Well, apparently there was an active shooter in law enforcement responding to an active shooter situation after 2 deputies have been shot with shots fired. At this time, numerous law enforcement agencies are on the scene in Walton, Kentucky, responding to an active shooter situation after 2 Boone County deputies were shot. Authorities confirm the situation remains highly volatile with multiple rounds fired. Residents in surrounding neighborhoods have been ordered to shelter in place, and officials are urging the public to stay clear of the area entirely for their safety. Medical crews are also on standby, but it's not yet clear what type of injuries the deputies have sustained. Holy crap. Let me see. Watch this. Oh, got the video. All right, we'll watch this little quick little clip before. Yes, Kathy, I got yours. You're good. You're in.
There's a gun. Yep. Oh my God. Yep. Go! Go in the house! Go in the fucking house!
I'm right here.
It's cracked, just a little bit.
They've got canines here, several of
Holy crap.
Just want to confirm we've got eyes on the right one.
them. ARs are drawn.
273, you can get shot there.
Shotguns are drawn. Negotiators here.
This was just about an hour ago.
There's a gun. Yep. Oh my God. Yep. Go! Go in the house! Go in the fucking house!
I mean, fuck. I gotta say, those are ground level windows. Not that I'm an expert or anything, but isn't that what you not do is just walk in front of a window and stand in front of a window? Especially when you don't know what the hell's going on. Holy crap. I mean, yes, whoever did the shooting from the inside is more insanity, but I don't know. Common sense, but I wouldn't have walked in front of windows like that. Just like you don't stand in front of a door. Like when you're going to serve somebody or you're going to go visit somebody, you never stand in front of the door. You're off to the side and you knock to the side. Because somebody shoots at that door, guess what's going to happen? Common sense, common sense, common sense. Let me see. Lori, how did you send it? I don't have anything for you yet. Which Cash App did you use? The one that I put on the screen?
Guys, I'll give you a quick update about what's going on down here. Just after 10, our deputies responded. They were getting ready to serve an arrest warrant on a subject at 13167 Service Road. When they entered the home, they took fire. As a result of that, 2 of our deputies were struck. They were evacuated. There was heavy gunfire. They were evacuated, transported, one by ground, one by air, both to UC. They're currently in stable condition. One is in surgery. Their families have been notified. And as you can see behind me, we have a very active response and, of course, a very active scene with our SWAT team currently executing their operation.
The suspect in custody?
No, the suspect is currently barricaded as it stands right now, and we are working through some processes to eventually make contact with him and eventually take him into custody.
Is it one suspect?
Just one suspect.
Does he have a gun?
Yes.
And he shot at officers earlier tonight?
Yes.
How many times did he shoot at officers?
I don't know how many rounds, but it was multiple rounds. It was heavy gunfire.
Have you attempted to enter the apartment yet?
No, not right now. Our SWAT team, like I said, there is a process by which they follow, and currently they're going through that. And so what we're trying to do is just work through that safely. All of the residents, I think it should be important to note that all of the residents in and around this, we'll call it an apartment or a condo, have been evacuated as well. So we stabilized that aspect to ensure that when we execute our operation, that it's done with no other civilians around.
How many people were evacuated? Any idea? How many?
Resident-wise, no, I don't have that number right now.
And any communication with the person that is barricaded inside?
Yeah, we, as a part of what we're doing, we have our negotiators down here, of course.
All right. It's a very nasty situation going on there. Let's see what comes out of that. All right, Lori, let's see. Okay, that's the right Cash App, but let me see. Lori, I don't have anything yet. Check your Cash App. Sometimes if you send it like from a bank account instead of a debit card or a credit card, it kind of holds it up. I will show you the list, but it's got some people who want to remain they're silent viewers. So I that's why I don't want to show the list right now. Well, not publicly anyway. Yeah, if I get it, I'll send you the thumbs up. I'll reply with the thumbs up. Annie Hall, I got yours. Yes, ma'am. So email, if you need to email, it's on my page, manny@mannybehindthemic.com, or you can message me on Messenger that way as well. All right, I'm gonna call it a night. I do gotta start to hit the sack. It takes me an hour and a half, sometimes 2, to fall asleep. If you want to share it and get other people involved, that's fine. Just give them the Cash App. Let them watch the program if you want. And I will be accepting all the way until Saturday at noon, Central Time. Saturday at noon. That's when I'll cut it off, so then I can go buy the tickets, take pictures if I have to, and do all that stuff. Right? Sound good? Sound good. If you need to refer to it, just come back to the program, to the comments, and you'll see the Cash App and all that good stuff. So, and then we'll do another live tomorrow, update that, and see where we stand, and then wait for Saturday and buy some tickets. Jennifer, until Saturday at noon Central Time. Give or take, right around noon. All right, guys, have a good night. See anything else? There is still a raffle going on for the Hello Kitty shoes. I'll post those tomorrow. I'll look at those. We'll do it live. I'll show you those two. We've got about half of those tickets done. Jennifer, yes, $10. So we'll try to do the Hello Kitty thing going on again. I'll show you those tomorrow night. We'll go live tomorrow as well. And all right, that's all I got for tonight. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for being here. Thanks for participating in the pool. The more, the merrier. I know I keep saying that, but maybe something good will happen. Anything else I need to touch up on or update? If I get that information that I need to get, I will share with you tomorrow for sure. I'm not going to wait till the nighttime. As soon as I hear something, if it's early, I will let you guys know. All right. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.